Sagittarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for November 16th through the 22nd. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check it out in the description box below if you want. You scared the shit out of me. Felix is right here, but there's a little bit of a table bar thing, kind of thing, and he's right there. But I didn't see him get up there. That one's sleeping there. This one just went to bed here. Really need some shelves for this cat. Somewhere. Here. I'll make it happen. He loves to be up. He's a cat. You know that. You're Tom. Okay, Saggy, let's see. The overall energy for the reading, the World card. Some cycles are coming to an end here in your life. One in particular, possibly. But let's see. In your recent past, you get the Ten of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Two of Swords. Ooh. Tough energy of feeling like something has ended and just waiting and waiting in confusion. Not only waiting, but waiting in confusion, which is worse. In your current situation, you get the Four of Cups, the Devil, and the Knight of Wands. All right. How do I put this, Saggy? How do I tell you this without being triggered as fuck? The things you may like to approach because it feels good. Do they? I mean, yeah, they do, possibly in the moment. I feel like there's this notion or this energy that you're going through where you're kind of, or you're in the middle of it, doing it and not even realizing it. You're kind of approaching something just because it feels good, but it's very disappointing. The end result is very disappointing. And that may be a pattern of yours. That may be something that you might want to take a look at. Something you're doing again, possibly right now as we speak, where you're throwing yourself into something just because. Let's just put it that way. And then it ends up being, well, why the hell did I do that? Kind of thing, you know? In the immediate future, you get the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Empress. Interesting. There's definitely a turning your back towards a very loving situation. Either you or somebody's doing that here to you. But let's clarify. Let me clarify the world. Hold on, they're collecting dust everywhere, these pets of mine. And I'm going after them and cleaning up. But as I said, the house is a little bit of a mess right now. Not a mess, but renovations. Well, kind of a mess. Whatever. But they're kind of going through it, and they're coming to me, and they have something on their nose, on their tail, and I keep on picking things off of them. For the world, you get the Five of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Hermit. Interesting. If this cycle is ending for you, this is a good one to end right now. You may have been stuck in the past for quite some time, you know, not letting go of something that happened in the past. And that actually prevented you to live in the current situation, in the present. You kept on living or reliving the past. But I feel like there's a lot of introspection around that, and you're kind of just deciding to let it the hell go. Doesn't serve you. Doesn't help you with anything. So let's see here. Let me see the Ten of Swords there in the recent past. Let's see what you've been hanging on to. The Sun, the Three of Swords, the Lovers. There was a connection. At some point in your life, it made you truly happy, but it also brought a ton of pain here for you. It ended. I see it as being ended. At least then. I don't know what's going on now, but it does come with the sense of, oh my God, I was the happiest I've ever been, and this is done. So you might have lived through that situation for a little bit here. Let me clarify the Two of Swords there in the recent past. Eight of Wands, Page of Wands, Page of Swords. Okay, so the two of you were coming at this conversation from the same place, from the same energy. There may have been some talk, some conversation around this connection after it was all dead and buried, or felt like it was. There may have been some conversation around it. However, this conversation only confused the hell out of you more. And that's you. That could be them. Let me clarify the Four of Cups in the current situation. So nothing was really clarified. Everything was left up in the air and very confusing for you. Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Six of Wands for the Four of Cups. Yeah, it's just not starting up again. You want it to start up again, this connection. You want a reboot here, and it's just not happening. But you know what? It kind of feels like it has brought you a lot of disappointment, the fact that it's not happening. But you're kind of starting to see the positive side of things, which I don't know what that is, but you're starting to get into that. Maybe it's better that it didn't happen, you know, that kind of aspect. Because I see a switch from it's not happening to let me see the Devil here in the current situation. Ace of Cups in reverse, the Two of Pentacles, and the Temperance card. It's not happening, Saggy. That's what's coming in over and over again. And that's why the Devil is there to be like, are you still hanging on to this even though it's not happening? But you're hanging on to more of an idea that it will happen in the future. And if it's hope, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. If you're living through that energy of your life kind of being at a standstill for that to happen, then it's a problem. And I see it more going in that direction because otherwise the Devil wouldn't show up. So there's still a struggle here to accept that you don't know what's going to happen in the future. You can't control that. And by accepting that, you would have to live in the present. And that's where the struggle is. You don't want to live in the present because in the present, this person is not here. But in the future, maybe they will be. So why not live there? Because your life is here, not there in the future. It's in the present. Who gets to live it if not you? Because you're busy in the future, you know, kind of deal. So there's a little bit of struggle there within you. Again, we all hope. We all have that, right? But living through it, I don't know how healthy that is. Let me clarify the Knight of Wands. Do I have a card that's flipped in here? I think I do. 1, 2. That's it. For the Knight of Wands, you get the Moon, the Five of Wands, and the Star. It's like someone going towards something that they really, really want, blindfolded. I hope it's not one of those energies of, I don't care what happens, I'm just going to do it anyway. because I feel so intense, so they should be feeling something too. Because that might backfire if it's that kind of energy. Going at something without knowing the consequences, yes, that's actually good because you don't know the consequences, you can't control them, right? So that's a good energy to approach something. Be mindful of the energy you approach this situation with. I see a lot of passion on your side, and that might create a spark, that might create a little bit of conflict, that might create hardship for you to get to the desired goal, which I see here. So that's actually a good thing that you are approaching this, even though you have no freaking clue what's gonna happen. Be mindful of your own energy, your own fire that you're bringing to the table. Let me clarify the Seven of Swords in the immediate future. Wow. This cat. He kind of curled up like this, like his head is here. He was sitting like this, and then he kind of did this. For the Seven of Swords, you get the Wheel, the King of Cups, and the Justice. All right. Yeah, somebody's turning their back, but not for long. They're going to change their mind. It's one of those things where you're heading in a direction, you're like, I'm leaving this situation. And then you're almost out the door, and then you're like, oh, fuck. I still have love here. I can't leave. You know, kind of presents itself like this. Not only do they realize they have love for the situation, but they will also want to fix it. So that could be you, that could be them. When somebody almost out the door realizes that, no, I can't leave. Regardless who it is, the other person feels the same, because we have the Queen of Cups coming up. So let's clarify this one. All right, so even though they feel the exact same thing, the way they're acting towards it, very confusing, very from a scared place. Let's just put it that way. One of you is a little more optimistic or is starting to get into that energy of, we can make this work. The other person is still very much scared, very much overthinking things, very much in that place of feeling a little lost, to be honest. Feeling the love, but feeling a little lost on what to do with it. And I feel like it's them. Let me clarify the Empress for the immediate future. Six of Cups, Five of Swords, Knight of Cups. All right. This comes in with a sense of, yes, it does feel like this is a powerful connection. Yes, the love is definitely there. Somebody almost feels obligated to how does this come in? To hold on to this connection and to, it almost feels like forcing the other person to feel the same way. They do. They definitely do. But like, it's one of those things where you cannot not feel what I'm feeling towards this. So let's make it work, because love is all there is. And yes, true, love is very important. And it's probably at the end of the day, the most important thing. But this person, whoever this is, doesn't really take into consideration the circumstances. Like if this is you, you're not really taking this energy into consideration, their energy of feeling stuck, feeling like, oh my God, what do I do? They're scared. Something is causing them to be scared here. And somebody's like, yeah, but if there's love, that doesn't matter. It matters. It matters to them. Maybe it should matter to this person too. You know, because it's just different energies, and you can't really change that with saying, if there's love, that's it. No. You know, the energy has to shift for them. So there's a little bit of self-deception here, possibly a little bit of sabotage in this whole thing. But let's see what the universe has. Three of Swords, Page of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so somebody might be lashing out because they're hurt currently. They're trying their best to not do that, to put in more effort towards their own care, their own stuff, instead of just going out there and being like, you heard me? I'm going to show you. You know, somebody might be doing that. Could be you. I don't know. So that's what I have for you, Saggy. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.